Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Australian Technology Park. My name is Uber, and I'm here with PDG. Got it right this time. Thanks, Twitch chat, for reminding me. Actually, he wouldn't have said anything. He's too nice. But no, we are here, of course, into our best of 3 series between Qlimax crew and Avant Garde. There was a very strong showing on Dust 2 by Qlimax crew there for that first map.
Yeah, Qlimax did get the pick of the map, though. So, in perspective, that's their map. And now we have a chance to see what Avant Garde bring to the table in terms of their map. We saw them play Muni on it and do very well compared to how they did on Cache. And obviously, they didn't get the best start on Cache, and it just sort of snowballed from there. But I really want to see them work hard on getting control of the map, especially as CT, pushing those areas that Qlimax gives them and leave open, finding out where they are and where they aren't, and making more aggressive plays. They can't just sit back and let Qlimax take turns again. Okay,
well, as you said before, I mean, like, this is Avant Garde's map, but you don't expect to see them sort of pick a nuke in such a potentially dire situation when one was so unbalanced, I guess, for them.
Yeah, I mean, nuke would have been great for Avant Garde if, at the end of the day, they won the knife and started CT. That could have been huge for Avant, but the risk of them losing the knife and getting stuck on T side to try and hold on to a performance at Nationals isn't something you want to hedge your bets on. So it was always going to be Mirage, in my opinion, and it's just up to Avant to play the same way they did against Immunity, because they did play very well on Mirage against Immunity. Are just unable to close the deal at the end. But they do need to win this knife, and I think they need to start CT, and it's not a good start for them at the moment. No,
Tonk's just backing right away. Hasn't had too much luck today in general there, and throws one in towards Zuzi there. I think they're just going to sort of go at him one at a time. He talks the rest of Avant Garde essentially being forgotten. And they're finally going to come down the stairs here now. And yeah, I mean, Qlimax crew going to get the pick here. And you said you assume they want the CT side to start with.
Well, you'd assume that they would start CT. I mean, I don't know if, because T side is still a viable option, because you can throw all those smokes over the roof. Yep. You can turn the A-bomb side into a bit of a lottery. Who sees who first through which smoke sort of thing. Curve jump there to try and get in the window. Doesn't work out for Stillo. Gets knifed by Zuzi. But Qlimax should choose CT, and they do. Okay. But that doesn't necessarily mean that Avant are out of the game, because we've seen, both times we've seen Mirage played, both T-Ties have won the pistol.
Avant Garde actually haven't won a knife round. Oh, well, no, sorry. Did they win the knife round last spell?
No, I don't think they've won one yet. Yeah, and people joke about the knife round. We saw there's a bunch of laughing in the crowd after that knife happened. Knifing's a serious deal. If you keep getting stuck on the bad side of maps, it makes life really hard, and you have to be that much more prepared on the bad side of maps in order for that to, overcome the fact that you're starting on the disadvantaged side every time. So that has probably something to do with the fact that Avant have been in a little bit of a hole, but let's see how they perform this map.
Oh, you're not wrong, Avant Garde now. Again, sort of a bit of a disadvantage here in terms of side here, but it looks like they want to go straight towards B here. And it's going to be... They're going to come out of apartments eventually. Smoke is going down, and Lightstep picks up Tonk so very quickly into the round. You can see they're looking towards those apartments there.
I just find that a little bit funny. Tonk's getting picked off aggressively at the very start of the round. Yeah, it's just a bit funny for me. So.
All right, Break now. Going to try and come around as well. He knows there's some shenanigans happening in apartments. Break trying to have a few shots there over towards Payback. Does get a couple hits into it. Drops him down to 51. Payback thinking he wants to push near bench. It's actually... Oh, there we go. Yep. Forest is where Mont was, and it's picked up there. Lightstep does take down a Stillo, though. Starting to get a little bit cheeky, maybe. Siko still wants to push out of apartments here, but the rest of Qlimax are responding to this push here. Break still in the same spot as he was earlier on there, as he got a few cheeky picks. Wants to come up behind Siko here, pick him off really quickly to get the hit there, but the bomb has been planted down. That's already good news for Avant Garde. They've got to keep it rolling now. Siko picks up Break. A 3v3, and Lightstep now looking to get his hands dirty as well. All of Qlimax going to rush on towards his B side here, see if they can just use force of numbers to overwhelm. But Lightstep kind of getting flanked here. Zuzi did pick up Payback, though. We can see Siko sitting at truck, and he is going to get taken down very quickly as well. PZ kick coming now from Cat, I think. He's just going to try and trade in. Apartments he is. He's taking down Nova. I don't think there's going to be enough time really for the bomb to get defused. Lightstep's going for it, though. Can it be stopped? PZ Kid trying to have a crack. I don't think he can. He's being forced away. And oh, he does manage to stop the defuse there just in time. Zuzi shaking his head in dismay as he walks away from the site. And there we go. Avant Garde put a round up there just in time to stop the defuse.
That was pure luck. Zuzi missing some horrible shots there in carpet, unable to take down PZ Kid as he's pushing through. So he completely choked the kill. It was an excellent round there by Qlimax, but as you said, if you don't make the headshots, you're not going to win the rounds regardless of how good you are tactically. So, yeah, unfortunate there for Qlimax.
Okay, well, this stage now. Avant Garde get to start off here. A bit of money in their pockets as well. Stilo loves his P9 to start with flash towards Lightstep here in that mid window. Shortly followed by a smoke. You can see Avant Garde really trying to take control through mid. Break and Zuzi are already dead. Nova is just sitting now on towards the A side. He knows that there's one that's going to push up. It's only going to be a slow push here. Payback trying to control from Connector. Getting shot from both sides. He gets good damage on towards Lightstep. Then Avant will take him down. And Nova now turning the round around on towards Tonks. A 3v3 unfolds. Bomb heading in the direction of B. One Qlimax player going back to try and defend that one, but he's looking towards apartments here, looking to see if an Avant head is going to poke up for him right now. So he's quite determined, Mont, as he goes back towards truck. That jump up does reveal the position of Avant Garde. They're trying to come around. Still jumps down with the P9 and a bit of spray will get him that kill there. He's going to go for the plant in the meantime as Lightstep goes down. And Nova is kind of caught here and connected. He's trying to get a pick. Nice work on towards Suko. Very patient, waiting for that head to show itself, but it's a 1v2 and Nova has got to get in on that bomb. I think it's ticking away.
I think he's definitely, I definitely think he's going to save here. But once again, I mean, on the pistol round, we saw Avant Garde holding B halls and going for a late B push on the pistol, but they left the underneath part of B open, and Snakeware pushed up and got the bomb down. So that's how they were lucky to win that round. And then they go on to Eco, and they lose 3 guns yet again to another Eco from Qlimax. So it's the same thing sort of over and over again for Avant Garde. They just need to really tighten the screws up, but, you know, try and make sure that they're valuing their life a little bit more, because all of these things adds up. Now, we saw what happened when Rikke got that Galil. They've given away...
It was the last round Avant won.
Exactly. They've given away the AK now, and this has enabled Qlimax to actually buy this round instead of having to eco again. So, although they won the round, they've put themselves in a bit of a precarious situation again. And the reason this is because as you see all day, anti-ecos are being played extremely slowly, although it does look as though they're charging up Cat.
Wow. Straight up Cat smoke is covering nicely. Break not able to actually really get an advantage here at this stage. And Avant Garde just sort of in disarray right now. I think as the bomb surely making its way towards the target. Eventually, Nova trying to hold on A side. Shots coming through connector. Payback is going to smoke it up yet again. Maybe Estilo is going to want to head over. Ladder room, some shots coming out. Oh, a little bit late for Payback to try and finally get his gun down, but Estilo does take care of Break now. Mont replies on towards Tonks. Estilo trying to get some shots there out from Cat, and Mont is very, very sharp right now, picking up a bit of a triple there over the course of those rounds. And all of a sudden, we've seen this before. Qlimax now 4v2. Definitely an advantage here after sort of echoing last round.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know really what to say. They're not getting map control, so they pushed 4 players quickly up Cat when they were well aware that they had a gun. They pushed aggressively. They tried to push through smoke on an anti-eco round instead of just taking their time, realized that Qlimax had guns, realized it was a gun round, and worked their way into a bomb site. They've chosen just to rush in, and they've sort of thrown it away because they had no A presence. And so Qlimax figured out they were no one at A early, and then just instantly rotated to B, and they had to face 5 enemies in one bomb site.
Looks like Avant Garde want B again. This time they're spreading out actually through underpass. Maybe they'll make it play towards connector here at this stage. An interesting route they could take here. Smoke, it looks like it might be a boost actually in towards a mid-window. Lightstep ready for it though. He's still going to try and get the shot towards the Silo coming straight at him here. And he's got the pistol in hand. No, Lightstep sends it packing now. It wasn't a shot from Jungle. It looked like Lightstep might make his way back towards mid in just a moment there. You can see Break over, holding on in the middle of the map through the X-ray there. Break combining on towards PZ Kid there. 4v2 situation. Qlimax looking pretty good right now. Avant won a couple more.
And even though this is an eco, exactly the same thing's happening. As Nova sprays his gun and gets a double. No map, I mean that is an eco, so you don't expect them to have map presence everywhere, but the first thing they need to address is the fact that they don't have any map presence, like consistently throughout the map. They're picking and choosing the spots that they want to push aggressively, but then leaving the other side of the map completely open. So at least now it looks as though they're trying to send 1A halls, 1B halls, etc. So spreading themselves across the map, getting some control before they actually decide where and when they want to hit. Giving you Stilo and PZ Kid a chance to use their aim and get into a bomb site without just having to run through a smoke. Okay,
bomb dropped at T ramp, and Stilo just being a little bit careful about the way he pushes onto A. Still a congregation here though of Avant Garde players towards that CT roof. To wait for the entry.
Qlimax have completely abused mid. You can see that we've got complete control of mid, and they know that they can't get anywhere through midcon. So now when they go to hit A, I'm pretty sure that they will. You can see that they're grouping up. Now, all of a sudden, they only have to fight 2 checkpoints instead of 3. So it's going to be interesting to see if they can actually get into the bomb site.
Lightstep throwing a flash over there as well. People setting up He's towards Tetris at this stage. Stilo is on the top of the boxes. Avant Garde coming on towards the side now. Good work by Zuzi. Going to take down Payback. See Stilo's trying to get over on towards stairs. Zuzi makes it 2 there. Can he take the one out of Palace? No. That'll be PZ Kid to pick him up in response. Lightstep does take down PZ though. And Sicko responds on towards Nova. 2v2 now. Can they get this bomb down? That is the question. Looks like that is going to be the attempt momentarily here. Lightstep looking for a target here on the side. Stilo pokes, picks up Mont there, and now forces Lightstep to come up a little bit further. Bomb might be taken towards B in this case. Can we get a shot? No, Lightstep not able to connect again. That's heartbreaking, and he's got to look towards Catwalk here. Will Stilo give him a target at this stage? He might just be trying to bait something out here. Underpass was obviously the way to go. Stilo goes down, and Sicko going to be working towards B. A 1v1. Lightstep still looking very, very healthy. Sicko now going to get his plant down. Lightstep wasting no time getting into checkers. Will he post that window? Sicko not sure which angle to be watching here. Looking towards the door. Will he move back towards bench or stay at that corner? Looks like Lightstep has a good read on this situation. Looking towards him. Now shots coming out. Lightstep slightly tagged, but nothing to write home about at this stage. The nade goes on towards the bomb site. Smoke up. Lightstep going to be able to get at least on top of it. He's going to try and defuse. Sicko just spraying through. Didn't actually manage to connect at all. Is that a continued defuse? It is Lightstep. No! Won't be able to continue it on. And Sicko manages to get him, but jeez, he should have backed himself on that first bit of spray through the smoke.
Yeah, absolutely. He's, I don't know, he's played it well in the end because he's won the round. So there's no incorrect way to win a round, in my opinion, in the 1v1.
Fair enough.
It's just you take what you're given, and he did make the shot in the end. So a well-played round there, a well-played clutch, I should say. But once again, you can see how hard it was for them to get into the bomb site. They got so lucky getting into the bomb site with those smoke kills. It's just that they've not even... like PZ Kids in the middle there, where you can see Brank and Zuzi manning straight up mid. They've got absolutely no idea. And this is just making it impossible for Avant to consistently win rounds because Qlimax know where they are at all times. So you can see now they know it's going to be A. Lightstep makes the rotation back, and it should be just a simple matter of hitting shots now as they lock them into this A bomb site. And
a quick flank potentially around from the back as well. Lightstep just trying to spam through from that jungle there. The molly does come down. Nova picks up his Stilo, slowing up Avant Garde slightly. The flank is on. Surely Nova is sitting up on the box area. He has to have to jump down, and Varun pushing right up on there. Payback a little bit too far forward. Maybe Zuzi picking up a double there. Nice work, and Connector being well held by Qlimax crew right now. 2 left for Avant Garde, Tonks and PZ Kid. They are not in good positions at all. They are pretty much spread apart here. They need to make some exit frags. Nova on towards Tonks. PZ Kid takes down Mont, but Nova's still too good there. Big round for Nova, actually. Very, very big round, and well combined there by Qlimax crew. 3 for 3. So, you know, just, yeah, as you said, it looks like Qlimax crew taking control of mid, and the flank was there. Avant Garde being forced to just run onto the A side, knowing that they were running out of time.
Yeah. They need to be positioning someone around here to stop that aggressive mid-push from the CTs coming well up into that area. Once again, this is another eco, so they are going B with maybe the bomb going A. But next round, they really need to make sure that they have someone there watching and waiting.
Good nade there into apartments. Mont making a double break. Also combining nicely. PZ Kid will pick up one in reply there. Let's see if PZ Kid can make another one. No, straight through the wall break will send him packing, and Payback. Well, the man today with the bomb and with a big job ahead of him, of course. I think he's going to see if he can make some extra gold there, but of course Qlimax crew leaving a contingency plan at A. Well held.
Yeah, so this is an absolute... see, the money for Avant Garde has been, I guess, an issue for them all day. And it's because even when they win, they lose so many guns. They're just unable to get that roll on, get that confidence that even if they lose, they can take risks because, you know, they can keep buying. You know, Lightstep has just done such a great job of AWPing all day. And because he's managed to keep the AWP for multiple rounds in a row, it's just turned into a situation where they've been able to control the money as they get down short, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, now we can see the push here going back towards mid, I think, from Qlimax. Now the push is on. Look at this Mod picking up Tonks. He can't take down Payback, and he'll pick him up. He's still trying to push the side with that pistol. Won't be able to connect. Zuzi makes a double now. Sitting on the side. Not quite 3 for the Zuzi man. PZ Kid jumping right on out towards Truck. And now Avant Garde all about that B side. Will they be able to get a planted? They've only got 2 players left. And it is a gunned up team from Qlimax crew. Nova on towards PZ Kid. And now Lightstep will just push over towards Payback and get a fairly easy defuse. And you're right. Even when Avant Garde sort of winning their rounds, it's dirty. And they're getting their hands dirty, and they're losing guns as well. And it's just not helping them in the long run here. That was a fairly, comparatively speaking, clean round coming up from Qlimax crew, but they need to keep it up.
And I mean, the play level is at quite a high level from Qlimax because when they're retaking, because of the control they have early on in the round, they're not having to check every spot. So they're running in with only a limited number of spots to actually look at when they're running in. So it gives them a huge advantage when they're retaking as well as just holding the bomb sites.
And they have multiple avenues of approach as well. They can always come from multiple angles. They can flank people so easily. They're always sort of ruling out positions that may be sort of covered. So well done there. Stilo We'll cop a little bit of tagging eventually. Look at the mid smoke, intense there.
Breaks all the way up mid again somehow. They have no control of mid. They haven't even attempted to stop him abusing that. And now they know exactly where they are. I mean, you look at this, and they have a complete understanding of, even though Break gets taken down. Information. They know exactly where they are, and they know exactly where they aren't. So.
And they've heard it Avant Garde now. They've either got to push through apartments or go right around back through their spawn. And by the time they do, Qlimax have got to be set up, and they are pushed up at A. You can see Zuzi is sitting up, waiting for a push out of Palace. He's in a good spot there to receive Nova. Just sitting back on the bomb side as well. Here comes the entrance, though. Avant Garde. Got to give them some credit. They have responded to this quite well. Now it's an A push here. You can see them heading towards the side. It's Nova trying to hold here. Lightstep picks up Payback. Tonks on the Lightstep in response. There we go. Nova makes a double there. Nice work. Oh, that's a 3 down. Nice work by Nova there, just holding on. And that is not a high clip capacity in that gun. He's done very well to control this spray.
He's got 3 kills with that spray. An excellent exhibition of aim. But, I mean, he knew exactly where they were going to come from. His teammates are all the way up mid. He's got carpet control. He's got mid-con control. He's aiming at a very small choke point. So, I mean, that's what makes it so much easier to go huge in CS when you know what your opponent is doing. It makes it a lot easier to make those sort of calls. And these are the type of calls over and over again that Avant make online, and they're failing to make it land.
Okay, well, it has been said, and I think the crowd enjoyed that little speech as well. Some applause for you as well. But nonetheless, let's digress a little bit back in towards this game now. Shots coming straight through mid there, and it's underpass is being watched there by Payback now as Mod sitting back towards the B side. Much slower around here for Avant Garde. They've actually sent Usilo straight out towards A. Avant Garde are committed to a B push at least at this stage. No push up mid yet from Qlimax, so there won't be cut off if they decide to rotate. But you can see Avant's position. They really know, or they really feel at least, that they don't have another choice.
But because Qlimax have abused mid the entire game, you can see there's nobody in mid anymore. So it's either got to be A or B, and they're not even going to fake it out this time. They're going to come straight into B. Mon's going to have a great position here to just swindle in the smoke, not even shoot. They're going to let him get the bomb down, and then see what happens after that. All
right, well, Zuzi's going to pick one up towards Palace there. There we go, light step shot on towards Sicko. That's what we'd like to see. Now he's pulled out the CZ. He's going to push on towards the side. The aggression coming out from this guy. He keeps it, barely keeps it on a leash at the best of times, and Mont picks up PZ Kid. Qlimax crew on a roll. Money. Pretty average for Avant Garde right now, just trying to take the rounds as they come, and they just haven't been able to find an answer to the stone wall being put up here by Qlimax.
Yeah, it's a really good display of play by Qlimax. They're playing, I mean, we showed them show out against Fox. Even though they lost, they put up 9 rounds that were very competitive on Case, and then they played extremely well on Dust 2 afterwards. So, I mean, Qlimax look the goods in terms of what they're doing. It's just that they weren't able to deal with the pressure situation the Voxy were putting on them, but that shouldn't be taken the wrong way in terms of them not being able to play their game. As you can consistently see, once these guys are settled and in a groove, they're hitting some fantastic shots and taking advantage of the other team, you know, not being able to do that.
So I look forward to seeing the Cyber Gamer forums after your speech last round, actually. Screenshots doing nice work by Break there and Lightstep to clean up 8 and 3. At what point do you feel comfortable on the terrorist side here as Avant Garde? How many rounds do you want to get going to halftime?
I think you want more than 5. On any of these maps, you just want more than 5, or at least 5 to know that if you lose the pistol, you have 2 solid gun rounds to have a crack at getting yourself back in the game.
Sure.
But in terms of the, like, I mean, we see Avant double AWPing, which I like because they're taking on the challenge and they're playing aggressive. But in Lightstep just continuously outpicking everyone that he's sort of come up against. But on the flip side, I mean, in terms of my comments about Avant Garde, all I'm doing is stating facts. Online, they play a certain level, and on LAN, they clearly aren't playing that same level. So,
oh, look, this is, I mean, there can't be any argument from what we've seen today. Unfortunately, Avant Garde unable to really hit their straps at all. PZ Kid going to pick up Break there. 4v4 in Avant Garde, maybe looking Askins towards the Scans towards the B side. Bomb being carried as well. Tonks has an AWP, and that's always going to end well. He's at the front here, looking to make his way in towards apartment. Smoke already placed there though, and that is Mont waiting for the push. He's just going to be very, very patient about this one. Avant Garde still with 2 around mid as well, so they still have a modicum of control over the map. They can rotate through if some picks can be made in mid, but they're obviously Qlimax Lightstep sitting inside that mid there as well. Sicko considered coming out of underpass, but was concerned about the guy sort of watching from the top of mid on that catwalk now. So Avant Garde aren't really sure. They do want to go and help the B push here. You can see rotations through, but it's being sniffed out by Qlimax here.
Yeah, Qlimax moving around the map well, and you can see, because of the control they have, you can see on X-Ray all the blue dots just converging on towards B, and before they know it, they're going to be able to fight them in a very unfair fight, although it doesn't do enough. Nova and Lightstep able to bait Mod once again in that bomb site, and I'm just not sure what Avant can do to get back in the game, purely because they seem to refuse to want to split up and play that aggressive style of CS you need to play in Australia to win. Obviously, our brand of CS is very different from the Europeans, which is very different from the Americans. But at the same time, it is an aim-based game where split picks do work out a lot. And I think this is the first fast A strat we've seen, so let's have a look.
All right, Smoke actually failed there by Zuzi, but he's still going to pick up 1, pick up 2. And he's going to pick up 3 as well. Can he make it 4 with the CZ? He's got 1 up on the balcony. Yes, he'll make it 4. Zuzi is all about it right now. Sitting tight there. Whoop, 3. Made 3. 3 kills, thank you.
Make it 4.
Zuzi will make it 4 there.
He turned you into a prophet.
That's right. Very, very missed. He actually was just trying to throw the smoke up into Palisades, bounce back towards him, but he's still able to make the shot. And 1 flash coming out towards him there. So.
Yeah, I mean, Break did the exact same thing though. He's charging up mid. Within 5 seconds, he knows whether it's going to be either A or B. They don't have to commit any resources in terms of smokes and flashes to the mid area of the bomb site. And what that means is they have so many grenades to retake. Even when Avant Garde are getting the bomb down or getting into the bomb site, they have so many grenades left to retake. It's just almost impossible for Avant to sort of hold on long enough.
Zuzi up in his standard spot here. Palace, and that is a negative for Break. Okay, fair enough. PZ Kid looking towards Zuzi here. He's actually going to throw an A straight at him, so just to have an idea exactly of where PZ Kid is. A lot of smokes coming up here on towards, and there's going to be another A push from Avant Garde as well. Zuzi won't be able to see much from where he is, I don't think, for a while. Nova's going to take down Payback as well. Zuzi looking towards PZ Kid. Will pick him up eventually. Nova with his double, Nova with his third. Nova and Zuzi all over that A side. A 2v5 essentially. Nice hold.
Yeah, I mean, for a team who won CGP last season and have had all season to prepare, like the lack of strategy that they have ended up coming in with on this map, all we've seen so far is one-sided side pushes and like forced rushes. So a little disappointing here from Avant, but in saying that, it is their first LAN competition, so Mervs may still be a factor for them and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, certainly no more than Qlimax.
You have to be dead right there. Sicko doesn't actually have a rifle, unfortunately, so he'll be struggling a little bit. Break. Oh, there you go, watching underpass with the knee. That's how it's done. Nice work.
I did ask him between games when he was going to crack it out, so he's done it.
Picking up Zuzi there, so maybe a little bit more serious time here for Qlimax crew. Avant obviously bought up for this one, and Lightstep in his native jungle, should I say. Nova, up Tonks there, nice. Lightstep, I didn't even see that myself. He still picks up Break there. Lightstep is just covering the cross to A so well, but he's running out of teammates here. Mont's the only other guy on his team. Oh! Good push out of Connector there by Steely to pick him up, and now Mont is the last man standing here. Just going to pick up one. Will he be able to spray this one down? Yes, he will, just with the end of his clip, but only 6 health left on Mont now. Will he trying to back away? I think he'll try and go for this one. See if he can get an exit. No real concern about saving at this point.
It is the last round as well, so he definitely will try and push him to get these kills.
11-3, look at that. There we go. PZ Kid picks that one up there. So 11-4 at half for Avant Garde. And as you said, they want at least 5.
Yep. Well, they did. Well, they got 4, but interestingly enough, in that last round, that's the first round they did sort of a disjointed A hit. It wasn't all like all or nothing strat. They put pressure on A, they got a kill, they relaxed back a bit, they've re-exerted pressure on A, they got another kill, and then it took them a while to take the bomb site as opposed to putting all their eggs in one basket all the time, using everything that they have at one section. It was just not working out for them. So.
Right. Well, pistol round now is where Avant Garde need to start to mount their retake of this game. So we've got 2 heading over towards that B bomb site. Qlimax pretty much grouped up here. We've seen this from them earlier today. It's going to make the push over on towards the A side. From the T-Roof, should I say now. He's going to make the push on Avant Garde. Are they ready to receive this one? Payback can't actually see any push out from Palisade. Is he going to look to his left or not? The entirety of Qlimax going straight past him there. Mont picks up Sicko, and Payback can't see a thing now coming up behind him. Is he going to be able to get the shots? No! Oh. The rear guard of Lightstep has picked him up. Payback was in prime position to stop that push. Qlimax crew just waltzed straight on past him now. Tonks is going to be able to pick up Lightstep there, but a 4v3 means that the numbers are in favour of Qlimax crew. They're just running Indian file wherever they please. Killers, PZ Kid sitting on the site as well as Steeler. They're going to try and receive this one, but the flank is on Nova. He's going to be able to take down easily. PZ Kid will pick up Nova responsive, but it's too many Qlimax crew players on that bomb site now. A 2v1. Tonks to clutch this one. Can he do it? Sitting inside those count windows. Bomb down. A 2v1. Ticking down. No, that's the 1B yet again. Tonks on the receiving end of that one and can't be pleased. There's a 12-4 Qlimax crew scoreline, and Avant Garde again letting that map 2 get well away from them.
Oh my god, that was the most intense viewing on Payback. He just couldn't find the kill that he wanted. He was in smoke. He didn't want to give his position away, and he just didn't pull the trigger on anybody and ended up letting them all through. At the end of the round, it was, you look back on that and go, you know, if he spams his pistol, does he get a triple headshot in the end? But it's just such a
choke.
random. Yeah, that I'm watching the stream now. Absolutely, that's the difference. You know, in Oz CS:GO, there's so much exciting stuff that happens just because there's that little drop off of maybe awareness. It allows these sort of plays to unfold in front of our very eyes. So
yeah, and it was just the smoke came down at just the right spot, and we could see X-rays, so we don't know what they see, but it was ridiculous the amount of players that pushed straight past him. Nonetheless, Avant-Garde getting kind of cut down here. Over on the B side, bomb planted. Payback picks up Mont here. Sicko looking for a pick as well, but Zuzi will take down Payback, making it 3v2. Still not good enough to Avant-Garde. Sicko poking out. Nice work with the CZ. Looking for a couple more targets, though, surely. Bomb is ticking away. Sicko's got to make another sort of play. There's actually no defense.
They're actually lost the round, so... Yeah. That's an absolutely huge play by Avant-Garde. We've been talking about what they didn't do in Pistol, and meanwhile they've just taken an eco round off Qlimax. I'm not sure that it will phase. I mean, Qlimax won't be happy with that, but being ahead so far on the scoreboard, mentally that doesn't drain as much on you, losing those silly rounds as maybe you should, because you see Nova, Zuzi, and SnakeWow all putting up 15 plus kills. Yeah. And if we look at the Avant side of the scoreboard, it's going to be the same old. So let's just hope that people can pick it up and really play at the level that they should.
Okay, well, that was actually a very diplomatic way to put it, but here we go. The push is on again. Qlimax crew want to take this up. They're still up with a double nade. You've got to be happy with that one there. Now he's going to try and add to that tally as well. Yes, he will make it 3. Yes, he will make it 4. Can he make it 5? He does. Takes it back. Still nice work there. And a cheeky nade to open up as well. Applause for Avant-Garde. That is what they need to bring themselves back into this game.
Absolutely. Ustillo has been the man for them all day, even when they weren't... I mean, they didn't win a map against Immunity, but he got 30-plus frags on this exact map, and he's headed right back that way if he continues to play at that level.
All right, let's see if he can do it. He's actually now put himself with a positive KD, so can't be complaining about that. Now, Qlimax considering maybe a little bit of a different approach. Still plenty of money in their pockets here, and mid is absolutely unchallenged as of yet. Will Avant-Garde choose to push up it, though? Will they go for that flank that we've seen earlier?
Ustillo has the potential to do it here, and I'm pretty sure that he should, and he's just second-guessing himself because Qlimax have always fallen back and been waiting in those positions, so he's less likely to do it. But the difference being they don't know they're about to come into A, and the 2 shots opening up there by Zuzi will mean that it'll almost be impossible for Avant to get back into this round, as they already lock off all aspects of the bomb site. And Ustillo and Sicko pick up kills, not finishing him off properly in the bomb site, but Break should find him and does. It now turns into a 2v1, and once again the man Ustillo, it's all on him to try and make a play. He knows where they both are. This is crucial for Ustillo. Makes the kill, 1v1. It's absolutely huge here. Ustillo taps the bomb. This is to keep his team basically in the national for the race to 3rd. He's forced it in the bomb. Will they tick? What will happen? He does get the kill. And he will get the defuse, I'm pretty sure. He will get it. It looks as though he'll just about... He's got it in the nick of time. Ustillo, how many times will he have to drag this team kicking and screaming back onto the scoreboard? Pretty much doing it by himself with the help of Sicko and PZ Kid, I guess. But having a look at that, it's all about Ustillo, and he's proving his worth every round. He's
doubled his frags in 2 rounds.
Absolutely.
9 kills in 2 rounds.
He did that against Immunity too. Those 2 4-downs in a row, and he just absolutely exploded. So he's doing something similar again.
Very, very well played. Absolute timing there from him now. And Qlimax actually forced here onto a bit of an eco. Again, Nova working through mid. Break is there as well. Bomb being dropped back towards T-Spawn now. Let's see if Qlimax can make the opening. Avant-Garde going to continue to build up momentum. Ustillo would be the man that really started that one off here. You can see trying to get some shots in towards me. Nothing connecting yet. Sicko picks up Zuzi though on Payback. Nice combination there. Ustillo, will he find it? Yes, very well done by Avant-Garde. A clean round from them. And no good for Qlimax Twitter. They were hoping to make some money, but not to be.
It could be just, I mean, it's not too little too late from Avant because they're now looking as though they mean business. They're actually playing aggressive CS and it's paying dividends. The double AWP has just come out here from Qlimax. So it will be so dangerous for Break as he's picking that mid-con as he's done so well all game. Takes down Payback and the AWP goes down straight away, but Sicko has managed to pick up that AWP to give it back to one of his teammates. But once again, look, Qlimax have that mid control, and now they're hitting A from 3 directions, not 2, and that's critical when you look at how to take A on Mirage.
That's right. Now Lightstep woken up from his slumber since the last 2 rounds. Tonks will pick up one there, but in response be taken down by Nova. PZ Kid gets himself in the ladder room, looking towards the mid-window shot. Nova too sharp though in response to pick him right on up, 13 and 8. Not far from victory. Qlimax can see it light at the end of the tunnel, and Avant Garde were building momentum. That might have just been a little bit of a slip. Indiscretion, perhaps. Let's see if they can keep going.
This is game, set, and match here for Avant Garde. If they force it, you can see their money super low. If they force here and don't win this round and put themselves back in the game, it's pretty much game over for them. But in saying that, Ustillo is still alive, so when he's alive, you've got any chance of winning.
Yeah, absolutely. Break still looking towards mid yet again. Zuzi on towards payback bomb. Again being left back by Qlimax through here, looking just to do some dirty fighting. Lightstep will go around for it later on because Mon has picked up Sicko there, and the play is being drawn towards the A side here. We can see PZ Kid being forced to rotate away. Bomb actually might go B in the hands of Lightstep, though we'll have to see. He might bring it back though. Nova on the side. He's actually throwing that nade right out towards the firebox there. He's still easy, ready for this one. Oh, that was sharp on towards Nova. Makes it a double. He's still up again. Dragging his team through this one. Can he make it 3? He is sitting well and truly on that A side. The bomb now going to be rotating back towards B, and a player of Ustillo's caliber should be expecting this. So we're going to wait to see him rotate. He's got to check that connected. Careful! Break was watching it with the orb, and he picks him up 14 and 8.
And the key difference between the successful Qlimax A hit and the unsuccessful Avant A hit is the fact that they had mid presence, which means that guy who's playing the mid connector / stairs area constantly has to turn his attention to see if they're coming up mid, and that allows the guys at A ramp to only fight one enemy at a time. If you know mid's completely empty, it's going to be almost impossible to take A because you're fighting 2 choke points with 3 players, and it's extremely hard.
Right, push towards B. Looks like the order of the day right now for Qlimax. Mont takes down PZ Kid. Only one left on the B side for Avant Garde now, and he's sitting well and truly back. I think that's payback there. And yeah, he's about to get crunched. No, it was Ustillo makes it a double. He always gets himself in the right spot here, switching from A to B, but Break and Lightstep will combine to clear out the site for now. Tonks just gets wrecked there. Mont sends him packing, and now Sicko, last man standing. They'll pick this one up. Qlimax, Lightstep sitting at the back of the site here with his
orb. I would
orb.
love to see Sicko save this AWP instead of going for it. They have no chance of winning this round. Well, practically no chance. I mean, he doesn't even have a kit. So saving this AWP would give them a small chance of winning next round and forcing overtime. But he's decided to go for it, and I just don't think that he's going to... In saying that, he's absolutely doing the best job that he can. Does miss that AWP shot, so pressure's on for Sicko. Doesn't have a kit. Game over. Mont takes him down, and that critical decision-making in pressure situations has just let them down so far when all you're playing are the top 3 or 4 teams in Australia. Those pressure cooker situations and the decision-making required to be elite, is extremely high.
I don't know. I really think like that Sicko making that decision might really have just cost Avant Garde any sort of chance of bringing this one back. The gun he had in his hands, well, really, really important. Nonetheless, still plenty, well, forced by, of course, here for Avant Garde now. Sicko doesn't have one, though.
And the Qlimax aren't even concerned about this game anymore. They're just flat out abusing the fact that Avant clearly don't have much confidence in terms of being able to hold a side. Apart from Ustillo, as Lightstep does take down Tonks, so let's have a look to see if Avant can actually get themselves back in this round. It's a 4v2, and it'll be all to do for the Qlimax guys. I got a little bit tongue-tied there, trying to call that round.
Easy to do.
But at the same time, that's what we need to see more of. They actually, it seems as though when the pressure's on, they actually try and do something aggressive. And they let the game get away from them too far before they actually tried that sort of stuff.
Seems like Avant might have wanted that round 1 round to go to actually still have another decent gun round potentially in the game. That being said, they can win this one, of course. Eco now has been forced out for Qlimax crew. They're just trying to be careful. There's Sicko with a double nade, actually. It was a push from Qlimax. They got stopped in its tracks. Sicko makes it 3. Sicko makes it 4. Can he take the pallets guy? No, Payback will take it away from him. But a fantastic nade from Sicko to stop that push. I don't know if that was on purpose or lucky, but the timing was absolutely centimetre perfect.
Yeah, and this will be crucial for Qlimax. If I was the caller of Qlimax right now, I would just call an A hit with the smokes coming over the roof, do that mid-con strat where they force a lot of pressure on A because they know, I guess, there are certain players there that are easier to kill than running at Ustillo at B, for example. I would say as far as I can away from Ustillo, and that's, of course, Ustillo is the B player.
Okay, he's going to be holding at that truck. Payback picks up, break in mid. Aggressive push for him, especially given... but that was Sicko also coming up, so Ustillo pushing through B. He'll be doing the flank thing that we know.
So this is a good play from Ustillo because now they know that it's probably going to be an A hit. And now but it's a little bit too late perhaps, as Qlimax make their way into the bomb site.
We've got Nova and Zuzi doing very, very nicely. Avant losing players far too quickly. Nova down to 20 health though, but it is about Estilo rotating back through, and PZ Kid has to hold on. The bomb is down. He's got to do something about that now. Sitting in this corner is not going to help him. Moves his way towards triple stack there, looking towards Firebox, not seeing anything. He sees Zuzi, picks him up there. Just, Flash coming down on top of his head, a 2v2, but the bomb is ticking down. Is there enough time? Estilo gets himself onto the side. Is this going to be enough? He's got to help his mate out here. We might push into a Palace there. Estilo picks up Light Step, and of course Nova goes down as well. Will he be able to defuse the bomb in time? No time to defuse the bomb. And heartbreakingly there, it's going to be Qlimax crew take the 16-10 win. Avant fighting so hard in that last round, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, I mean, we obviously spent pretty much the whole game highlighting where and when Avant haven't been able to sort of close the deal. But at the same time, it is their first competition as a team in terms of a national appearance. I think Qlimax deserve a lot of credit for bouncing back from that Vox game where they were a little bit unlucky not to win a lot more rounds on Cache, and then ultimately couldn't close the deal on their second map in Dust 2. But that just shows that Qlimax are coming. You know, they're there, they're right at the doorstep, a couple of little changes, and they could be, you know, well within the top tier.
Young team as well.
Young team,
very,
absolutely.
very capable. And,
absolutely.
You know, kind of remind me of almost the LDLC, well, the old LDLC of EU anyway.
Absolutely.
We look forward to see what they'll bring us. And of course, Avant, you know, unfortunately for them, they weren't able to match their LAN results the way that they sort of their online results would have indicated. We've kind of talked about that a little bit already. We won't harp on it, but definitely a lot of stuff for them to think about in the future.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it comes down to experience. I mean, no one would have possibly guessed that Estilo was going to have such a showing today. He played absolutely amazing. I thought that, you know, there were a couple of players who didn't quite pull their weight for that particular team. But at the end of the day, they just did collapse. Estilo was the only one doing anything for that team. He deserves a lot of credit for his first appearance. He deserves a lot of credit for dragging them kicking and screaming through this day. But ultimately, his efforts alone were not enough. That's
right. Incredible rounds. Well, look, that's all from me here at the Castle Desk. Of course, we have another game to go. Of course, our grand final immunity versus Vox Hymnal. I'm done here. Thank you very much, PDG. Some fantastic games there, my friend, and hopefully see you soon. Hopefully see you guys all soon as well. Thanks for your comments, obviously, on the Twitch chat. We're going to go to a little bit of a break, and we'll be back with Sandman and a post-game interview.